Hello and happy Thanksgiving to everyone. This is the Downey Sport College Show. It is week 14. It is Thanksgiving. Thank you to everyone joining us. Sorry for the delay. I am down here in Florida right now. Still potentially going to the FAU game,
You should.
despite last week's atrocities. If you're on Twitter, please retweet, give us a follow. If you are on YouTube, please subscribe, like the video. Comments are open to everyone. Twitch, give us a follow, because I learned through Matt that we are not capable of getting subscribes yet. So yeah, just give us a follow if you're on Twitch. And the comment section is open as we openly bash our East Carolina Pirates against an abysmal performance in San Antonio. Not quite sure if they got off the bus, if they were too tempted by the fat ladies in San Antonio. But, I mean, before you could blink, it was 28-0.
Yeah.
It just bad. And what frustrated me, and I know that we all talked about it, was the fact that we sat here and told you exactly what UTSA does on offense. They didn't change anything. They gave you the same look they've given everybody. We told you how good this team is at home. I don't know if there's some voodoo going on in there. Tyler's convinced they're cheating.
I mean, I can get down with that.
But it's just a sorry state of affairs when you have as much juice in the program, at least for as long as, we were in college, now post-grad. As much juice has been in this program since Ruffin McNeil was the head coach and Shane Carden was playing quarterback, and you just sucked the life out of it in one game.
Yeah.
And every chance we have, and I'm not saying this isn't a good season, this isn't
No.
This wasn't a building block season, X, Y, and Z, but you can't just go and lay an egg when you have a chance to play for a conference title. While it was somewhat of a long shot, and as we look at this week, it's looking like an even longer shot.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because you don't win the football game.
Right.
And you flat didn't get off the bus.
No. You talked about how it was exactly what we expected from UTSA, at least what you and I suspected.
Yeah.
And I truly was lost for words watching the first half, because that's all I could stomach.
It was just bad.
I guess I'm still a little speechless. But I mean,
I was kind of going back and re-looking at the game. I was like, what is there to say?
right.
They just beat the crap out of you.
Yeah, we went out there and got our tail end handed to us on a silver platter.
BT
the entire game,
as the kids say.
Exactly. That was like what I know a lot of us are going to be doing later this afternoon, undoing the belt a little bit. It's just they fully took it out and just.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
and came back for seconds.
On
the subject of Thanksgiving.
That's a microcosm of what took place down in San Antonio. But that being said, obviously we got the preview coming in just a little bit, but still a lot to play for. Yes. And we got a very important one as far as that is concerned on Saturday against FAU, and then looking ahead towards where our potential bowl game might take place. But
which I did have this thought, because the one thing that kind of stinks about doing the review on Wednesdays is that the horse has already been kind of beaten to death.
Right. So doing it on Thursdays, it's already dead.
Yeah. Crap, I haven't known which day of the week it is all week. But at the beginning of the year, when we did our preview and went through the schedule, 8-4 was kind of where we were thinking this was going to be.
Right.
9-3 at best. Okay, you pissed away 9-3. Ain't like the season's gone more or less how we expected. Maybe not
Yeah.
the, the up and downs in the losses, but
Yeah. I mean, we predicted losses in what? The BYU game for sure, the
yep,
state game,
yep.
uh,
Mem-
Tulane, and
Tulane
Memphis.
and Memphis, and you ended up winning one of those.
And we win one of those, and then we go lose to UTSA, who would have, like, if we were to predict 7-5, that would have been like, if we were to throw an extra loss on there and take away a win, it
Yeah,
probably would have been UTSA. So,
yeah, that
um,
was the one we circled. That's a sneaky spot. He has not lost, whether it be in Conference USA or in the American at home. He has
yeah.
not lost a conference game. That continues. I almost took him as a pick this week because they're at home again.
Oh, well, then absolutely.
I was like,
Who do they have this week?
was it Tulsa?
Oh, all
Now
day
I'm,
long. Take the
now I'm gonna have
runners.
to look. Yeah, I mean, I would bet it. Let me look. Let me get to the American. Army,
Oh, yeah.
7.5 point favorites.
I will say, I think Army's played down there twice in the last, like, since 2020. Won both times. It was just before Army was in the conference. So I know
There's
they
a
won it.
chance.
I know they won in, I think, 2023, and then I want to say they won in 2020 as well as like a non-con thing. Um, I I don't know. They can't seem to handle Army, but maybe now that Army's got the little A patch on their jerseys, it's going to be a little different.
Yeah. Um, just kind of one more thing with this game, and I think this is more of a concern of the season um, instead of just the game against UTSA. Is that our corners are dog water?
Yeah.
That needs to get fixed
Uh,
because you as soon as we lost, and I need to get better at our names, but as soon as we lost the one safety, um, yeah, the secondary just fell apart.
who was it?
It wasn't uh, Teagan, but
Oh no, Tegan's safety.
the other one. I can't remember.
The other. Wait, are you talking about a corner or a safety?
I'm pretty sure it was the safety.
Jamali Riddle?
Yeah. Was he the one that got the targeting
I
penalty?
don't think so.
Who got the targeting penalty? As soon as he went out, though, I mean, at that point, the game was over. But
Yeah. Which, to be fair, again, I made sure I saw us get on the board. I watched Nick Mazzy's field goal towards the end of the first half. I was at my girlfriend's parents' house. I couldn't stomach that anymore. South Carolina was on.
I
It
turned
was
the
time to
Oregon
change
game on.
channel.
I turned the Oregon game on.
I started keeping up with that on my phone. But
Which I guess that's a good transition to kind of go into week 13.
yep.
We could start with Oregon there at outlast USC. USC gave them everything they had for 3 quarters. Oregon slowly turning back into that team that we think they can be. Kind of just shut down everything USC could throw at them in the fourth quarter and end up covering, which hurt my wallet. But I think that was kind of the story of a very sleepy slate in week 13 is just teams kind of holding on to outlast. You saw it with Oklahoma as well, who has maybe the most putrid offense known to man.
Hey, I will say about Oklahoma, like, we saw, like, Mizzou a lot in that first half kind of went up and down the field on them because I watched a
Yeah,
decent bit of
they
that
just didn't
game too.
score.
Exactly. Oklahoma just bend don't break defense. I think it's the best defense in the country.
It's up there.
I genuinely, at this point, I think it might be the best defense in the country. But while they might have given up some yards, they limited the points on the board, and as soon as they got their first touchdown, that was basically game over.
Yeah.
Just because of how difficult it was for Mizzou to score, and then once Ahmad Hardy was basically taken out of the game completely, just was a non-factor thanks to the defense. They can't pass the ball for much at all, so that kind of signed, sealed, delivered for Oklahoma. And what was a pretty good game. It's just I think Oklahoma was just way too physical for that Mizzou team, who just couldn't get a lot going on offense.
I mean, Venables has got that defense playing.
Yeah, it finally looks like what we expected their defense to look like as soon as he got to
Yeah.
Norman.
They got to figure out. Like, I don't know what they do in the playoffs with this offense, but God bless, they are hard to.
They'll figure it out. I think honestly, I feel good about Oklahoma as we stand right now.
I mean, we'll get to the top 12 eventually. It
We
didn't
will.
move at all for me.
No.
But the ACC continues to crap down its leg. Georgia Tech gets throttled by Pitt.
Yeah.
Say I kind of saw that one coming. Georgia Tech, a team that's kind of been playing with fire all year, finally got burnt. But now you're sitting there, and I had this pulled up before. Because as the mess that our conference was last week has kind of sorted itself out, the mess that the ACC has turned into is.
I saw one dude made a graphic of every, like, it was basically the tree of it was built like a family tree, and it was of, like, I guess an upside down family tree, but of all the different scenarios of who could be, like, depending on who wins what game, who could be playing for the ACC title. Oh my God, I should have counted how many possibilities there were. It was outrageous.
I mean, right now you got 3 1-loss teams. You got Virginia, Pitt, and SMU.
Yep.
Pitt plays Miami this week. Then you have the 3 2-loss teams.
I was about to say
Duke, Florida, and Georgia Tech. And I think you can write Georgia Tech as dead.
They're still alive mathematically. I know that. It just depending.
Virginia's
let me see if I can find
this
this
game this week, and SMU plays Cal. I think that's your matchup because they don't. We'll get there.
Probably. I got to see if I can find this because it was crazy. It's on Twitter.
I still think Miami's the best team in that conference, but they're not going to get a chance to play.
I was about to say I think they're the best team in the conference, but they haven't. I mean, it's not just that, like, they're not going to get the chance to play. They didn't give themselves the chance to play. Like they slipped up, and
Miami does.
Right. They slipped up when it mattered most, and that's what we've kind of become accustomed to with Miami over the last few years. But, like, I don't feel bad for him at all. I'll tell you that.
No.
Which, it's also Miami, so I wouldn't really feel bad for him anyways. But why can I not find this?
It's going to be interesting what the committee does, because don't they have to take a conference champ, don't they?
It's the 5 highest rated conference champions. So right now you're going to get the SEC, Big 10, and Big 12 in.
Yep.
So as we speak, it is, for all intents and purposes, a 3-way battle for 2 spots between the ACC, the American, and the Sun Belt, assuming Sun Belt can get James Madison in.
Yeah.
Because, like, Southern Miss isn't coming out of there. I think the Mountain West is dead. Obviously, MAC and Conference USA are dead.
Yeah.
So I think it's those 3 conferences fighting for those 2 spots. Again, assuming James Madison does what they need to do. Here it is. I found it. Georgia Tech, they have actually a few different possibilities. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different possibilities that involve Georgia Tech making the ACC championship game. I'm not. There's too many of these to count. But it's great. All the chaos scenarios basically involve. They involve Carolina beating State.
Okay.
And then a lot of them have, I think, Cal beating SMU as well.
I think that's the big one. If you're one of those 2-loss teams, you need SMU to lose.
Right. And then I think it's all the underdogs losing. Like right now, if you were to get Pitt beating Miami, then Boston College beating Syracuse, which isn't really a underdog scenario, but just, I mean,
Notre Dame did hang 70 on them last week.
Right. But then, like, you take Wake to beat Duke. You take Virginia Tech to beat Virginia.
Virginia.
You take Carolina to beat State, and you take Cal to beat SMU. That leaves you with Pitt, Georgia Tech in the ACC championship. It's chaos.
It's if you're the or the Atlantic Coast Conference, you are begging for SMU to lose.
Oh yeah,
and Virginia for that matter, because you need Miami in that game.
right. Well, I think. Oh, I gotta look at the rankings again. I can't remember where certain teams are because a lot of it comes down to where they're already ranked. Because you also got to think there's one G5 team ranked and it's Tulane. Like they haven't ranked James Madison yet. So as of now, you have Miami, Virginia, SMU, Pitt, and Georgia Tech all ranked ahead of Tulane.
Yeah.
So
you got Miami at 12.
Somebody. Yep.
Virginia at 18, SMU at 21, Pitt at 22, Georgia Tech at 23, and Tulane at 24.
Right. So unless Tulane goes and puts, I don't know, 115 points on Charlotte this week, which isn't out of the realm of possibility. They could.
I mean, Georgia put like 35 points on them. It's try.
Right. That was all in the first half too, wasn't it?
Yes.
I was gonna say I don't think they scored in the second half.
No, I don't think they did either.
But I think the committee, what they've done is they've made it clear what their stance is as far as not only is James Madison not ranked at all, and Tulane is barely ranked at 24. There are 5 ACC teams ranked ahead of them. So the ACC champ, in all likelihood, unless it's Duke, is probably going to get in. And for all we know, Duke will, in their eyes, play their way into a top 20 ranking, and it'll be what it is.
Yeah.
But at this point, I feel like it has relegated itself to becoming just a G5 spot for this season.
Yeah, it certainly seems
at this point. At this point in time. Yeah, sorry, I feel like I bogged us down there.
I don't know. No, I feel like it was a good discussion. Well, we got a game in Boca.
Yeah, that I didn't write a single note on because
I got one.
I got Pirates are going to win.
I got one note that will lead to a second note. ECU 6.5-point favorite, 66.5 is your total.
Eesh.
I'm going to butcher this man's name, and it's the only note I have. Caden Velterkamp?
Oh, yeah. Caden Veltkamp.
Say that right.
Caden Veltkamp.
He's 4 yards shy of being the number one passer in all of college football.
Do you know where he was last year?
I could sit here for an hour and couldn't tell you.
Western Kentucky.
Oh, nice. That's why you know.
Yeah. He was a
hilltopper.
Where was he before? Oh, that's going to bother me. Continue with your thing and I'll find that out.
He is the number 2 passer by yards in the country right now. He's 4 yards shy of the kid at North Texas.
Yeah, Mestamaker.
This man is I don't even want to call it the Great Deal Walmart brand version of Jameis. That might be
great value.
Great value.
Actually, we probably should have stuck with Great Deal. We're not sponsored.
Yeah. He lives and dies with the deep ball.
Yeah.
He throws a lot of touchdowns. He throws a lot of interceptions.
I didn't realize he was only at Western Kentucky before.
They don't have a 1,000-yard receiver. They have one guy that's really close. He'll probably get there against ECU.
Yeah.
They throw the ball. They can't run. Their defense is abysmal. They are also a team that scores a lot of points at home. I think they've only scored under 31 time at home this year.
That sounds right.
Very, very winnable game.
Absolutely.
Should be a win by all accounts. But I think there's going to be a lot of points. I'll put it that way.
Oh, I think so too.
I think there's going to be a lot of points.
When you said the total was what, 66?
Yeah, 66.5.
Yeah, I honestly, because of how high it is, it makes me want to take the over.
Not saying anything yet.
I had a feeling that was coming, but I had to throw my opinion in there. I do think we win this game, and I do agree that it's probably high scoring, especially because not only does FAU pass the ball, they like as you already mentioned, they don't have a 1,000-yard receiver. Which tells you one thing and one thing only. That means they spread the ball out to a bunch of different dudes.
Yeah.
So that combined with their run game probably not being fantastic.
They got 2 400-yard runners.
Yeah. So that doesn't exactly play into our strengths,
Not
considering
really.
considering how good our run defense is and how our pass defense has.
Lackluster.
It's been middling. I won't call it straight lackluster, but it's just been whatever. And so now that
They're
puts us in a position
121st
where
in the country in rush yards per game. They are first in passing yards per game.
Yeah. So at that point, I feel like we just got to sell out for the pass.
They're also 131st in points allowed per game.
Jesus. So we might
terrible.
So we might hit the total by ourselves.
Yes. They allow 35 according to the score app. They allow 35.8 points per game.
Give me the Pirates 55-35 final score.
42-35 is what I had. Just
only a touchdown. Wow.
Just barely covering.
I think this is a situation where, with how pissed off we are from last weekend, I think the coaching staff now, you got to remember, this is not a Mike Houston led football team.
Even though we played a Mike Houston game last week.
I think they will be facts. But I mean, that's the one time this season they've done it compared to all 12 games, you know. So I think
like Scotty Moe out there.
Bad memories. But I think Harrell and the boys on that staff are going to have these dudes ready to go play. And I don't think they're going to let up either. I think it's going to be a keep your foot on the gas kind of game. And I don't really see us letting up until maybe, I don't know, towards the end, but I think we'll have it done and dusted well before then. I could see this going like the Temple game, just with more points on both sides.
Yeah, I could see that. I was trying to pull up some potential.
Yeah, give me a 20-point Pirate win, and that's no credit to FAU either, but because they've been better than they have been in the last few years. But I think we're going to be too much for them, especially given the motivational factor coming out of last weekend.
Yeah. See if I can find something. I'm not that good at technology. According to CBS, we are slated to play in the Salute to Veterans Bowl against Western Michigan.
That's the one in Montgomery, isn't it?
I believe so. Don't you want to go back there?
Yep.
Montgomery, Alabama.
You will not catch me in the Gump. I promise you that, dude.
Please get us to the Myrtle Beach
sucks.
Bowl. Please get us to the Myrtle Beach Bowl.
I just want to play Marshall in Myrtle Beach. Something that I don't know if this has changed now after last weekend, but I think going into last weekend there was potential for the ACC not to get enough bowl teams for all of their bowl tie-ins.
Are you talking Belk
which would have led to the possibility of us playing in the Duke's Mayo Bowl in Charlotte. So
it's not the Belk Bowl
anymore. Yeah, it hasn't been for a while. I was at the first Belk Bowl though. There's a fun stat for you. Watching NC State beat Louisville. Teddy Bridgewater's
Georgia beat Louisville in the Belk Bowl.
But I think you're right. But I can't remember. Again, I can't remember if this was last week or if this was like on Monday when I looked at it. But I saw UConn at one point had a projection for the Duke's Mayo Bowl, which again, if that's happening, doesn't rule us out. So
no, hey, just keep us. Close
that would be sick. I don't know if
keep us away from Alabama.
Exactly. I get us drivable or get us a high quality opponent elsewhere. You know.
Yeah.
If you're gonna give us Slapdick State, then we'll Yeah, we'll drive to Myrtle or we'll drive to Charlotte if it's like a bad power conference team. But like, give me a fun matchup like in at the Fenway Bowl or something like that.
Yeah.
I won't be able to go, but I'd like to watch us play in a game like that against a respected opponent. You know.
Yeah. A Power 4,
Yeah,
Power
but
FB.
even if we can't get a Power Four, I mean, hell, if James Madison doesn't make the playoff, send them to Myrtle. We'll play him in Myrtle.
Yeah.
Coastal can
That'd
watch
be a
two of
lot
their
of purple.
rivals. Oh yeah,
That'd be a lot of purple.
the whole stadium would be purple, and then it'd be like 5 dudes wearing teal probably
Yeah.
that just never didn't go home. That are
All
coastal,
5 Coastal graduates.
right? No, all 5 coastal students.
There you go. It's not baseball season yet, but I'm already
Right.
mentally there, especially after the performance East Carolina basketball put on about 5 miles up the road from
Hey,
where
we got
I'm
a big
at
one.
right now.
We got a big one today against the Bonnies, man. Big one today against the Bonnies, who I think only lost by 15 to Carolina on Tuesday, and we lost by 33. 33, I think it
More
was.
than that.
No.
Wasn't it like 77 to 36?
Oh yeah, at one point it was. We were getting our ass handed to us, but we ended up pulling it together. Let's see.
Sorry state of affairs that is East Carolina basketball. We're
Let's
just
see.
covering all the ECU sports today.
89-56. It was 33 points. See, I told you.
Oh, I'm going to rip through my top 12 real quick because it's the same
Yeah, go
exact thing
for
it
it.
was last week. Nothing changed because nobody played anybody. Number 1, Ohio State. Number 2, Indiana. Number 3, Georgia. Number 4, Texas A&M. Number 5, Texas Tech. Number 6, Oregon. Number 7, Ole Miss. Number 8, Oklahoma. Number 9, Alabama. Number 10, Miami. Notre Dame at 11, and Tulane in the 12 spot until someone else in the group of 5 does something worthwhile.
I ran out of spots. My top 10, I think, is all unchanged. We got Ohio State 1, Indiana 2, Georgia 3, Texas A&M 4, Oregon 5, Texas Tech 6, Ole Miss 7, Oklahoma 8, Alabama 9, Utah 10. I had BYU in here as well, but there's no way I can fit in these last in this last spot basically because 12 is Tulane just because they're my G5 team. In this number 11 spot, there was no way I could fit all of Notre Dame, Miami, and BYU who was there last week. But I had to show respect to somebody different, basically.
Yeah.
So they're all sitting here at 11. But last week it was BYU. This week it's Notre Dame. Just because of the tail whooping they put on Syracuse. 70-7. It was funny listening to Brandon Walker talk about how he thinks they might have beat them too bad. It might have been too easy of a win to where it might hurt them in the long run. But like obviously Miami has the head-to-head over Notre Dame, and I think is the best team in the ACC. I just for now, right here, right this second, give me Notre Dame in that spot just because of how they've played this whole season. They have 2 losses in the first 2 weeks of the season by a combined 4 points.
4 points, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Miami won one of those games and then lost some not great games after that. Whatever. Give me Notre Dame for now. Again, not saying Miami can't squeeze in here and go to the playoff and whatnot, but I think Notre Dame is well deserving of that spot.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Hard-hitting analysis there. Oh, week 14. This is the biggest preview we've ever done on the show. I think we got
There's a lot of games.
11 games, I think, if I can count.
Let's see.
Oh, I've added.
I was going to say, I got 9, so.
I've added.
Okay.
We'll start in the American. Navy travels to the thriving metropolis that is Memphis. 3.5-point favorites are the Memphis Tigers. 58.5 is your total.
Tonight.
Tonight. Only game on
Tonight.
because college football continues to commit atrocities, and the fact that the Egg Bowl is not tonight
It drives
kills
me
me
insane.
inside.
Unless, like, truthfully, I'll watch the Lions every year because they're the early afternoon game, and Thanksgiving is not Thanksgiving without the Detroit Lions. And when the Skins are playing, at any like Thanksgiving's where the Skins are playing. Obviously, I'm tuned into that. Usually, I only care about the Lions though, like year in year out, and then the Egg Bowl. And now this is what the third or fourth year in a row where the Egg Bowl's on a Friday. What are we doing?
I hate it.
Give me my Thanksgiving back.
I want it back. Like you said, I need my Lions for my midday nap.
Right.
And when I wake up from my nap and the Lions game's over, the Egg Bowl should be starting.
Like you're a sick individual if you think I'm watching Cowboys Chiefs at 4:00. I want to watch some trash Conference USA game at that window, and then give me the Egg Bowl, or maybe we'll move Navy Memphis up because this is a game in our conference that has implications.
Huge
but
implications.
It's just not the Egg Bowl.
And I think this is kind of, we said is the American set. I think, what is it? Navy, Tulane, and
North Texas. Those are your three, and then us and USF we're still mathematically alive, but long shot kind of. At least I think, it's.
You look at who the other two teams are playing. I think it's set. I think you're gonna have the Mean Green take on the Green Wave.
You don't think Charlotte's gonna beat Tulane?
No. No. Charlotte might not score.
Yeah, they scored against y'all.
We gave them 3 points.
Yeah, fair enough. And also, we'll get back to North Texas Temple, but go ahead.
I think this screams Memphis.
I think so too.
I think this just screams Memphis. I almost took the 3.5.
I'm not sold on Navy.
I'm not.
It's funny because it's rivalry week. They got one game after this, and it's Army Navy, and that'll be after the conference championship. But I think Memphis is because they're the home team too, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah. So give me them at their own stadium on Senior Day in a big game like this. I trust Ryan Silverfield.
Yeah, I think he needs it as a coach more than anything because he might not be long for that job.
Right.
He could be going elsewhere.
This is his power conference tryout.
Yeah.
Which we didn't even talk about the coaching moves.
Oh yeah, because UTSA's coach is going to Oklahoma State.
North Texas's coach.
Or North Texas, yeah. Which I think is a good fit.
I think so too.
I think that's a good fit.
And then
Arkansas, you hire Silverfield.
What'd you say?
If you're Arkansas, you hire him.
Hire who? Silverfield? Probably. What's funny is, that's like they're like the two closest teams to each other aside from Arkansas State.
Yeah.
Which I think is the closest team
I think
to
he gets
either
the
of
area.
them. Right. He understands that region of the country. Plus, Arkansas is not getting Summerall because he's going to Auburn
or LSU when they can't get Lane.
That's quick pause in the slate. What's your thought on Lane?
I think he's staying.
I was going to say, do we still think he's staying?
I think he's staying.
Or do we think this is all just Brandon Walker propaganda?
I think it is a bit of Brandon Walker propaganda.
So too. But I think he's accidentally.
I don't know if LSU's got the money to pay him.
That was some hard-hitting news yesterday if you're an LSU fan.
I don't know if they have
that they got to pay up every ounce of that buyout.
And they don't have it. The taxpayers are going to pay for it.
Which they'll happily do. They're all LSU fans.
Yeah, even those that go to Tulane are still LSU fans.
Right. Most, I won't say most, a lot of ECU fans are Carolina fans.
Or
me,
State.
I was still carrying part of my NC State fandom. But
and it died.
They still got me for basketball. Carter Finley. They got me for basketball. That was my favorite one anyways. Football was cool, but basketball was my thing. But
back into the slate.
Yeah.
Bunch of Friday night games. Or not Friday night games, but Friday.
Friday.
Iowa, 6.5-point favorites traveling to Nebraska. Some big news coming out of Nebraska is that he might transfer.
Dylan Raiola.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. What?
Um,
I did see quite the scenario about that. Because isn't Baron Morton done?
what was that you cut out?
I was saying, isn't Baron Morton done after this year?
I think so.
What if he goes to Texas Tech?
Jesus.
Hey, what if he goes to Georgia? As it was all intended to be before.
Yeah. He ain't gonna get no playing time at Georgia. They
Probably
got
not.
their quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't know terribly much about either of these teams, but
Who the hell are we even talking about again?
Iowa and Nebraska.
That's right.
You wanted to do this game.
Yeah, I did. I just forgot where we were. It's Thanksgiving morning. I'm checked out, dude.
38.5 is the total for what
I
it's
saw that. I saw that. There was, oh my God, what game was it that was, it was like a 33.5 point total. I was like, good Lord. I'm going to have to find that.
1950s.
Yeah, it was, I mean, just
We're going to have a
awful.
9-7 game.
Iowa is going to probably win this game, which sucks with me being the Nebraska guy that I've been for a lot of the year. I've held on just by a thread this whole season. I just think with Nebraska's inconsistent, to say the least, offensive abilities and Iowa's defense, just give me Iowa to win the game. I don't know about a cover necessarily. I can't remember what you said. The line was, but
10, 15. Iowa's lost 4 games by a combined 15 points.
Yeah, I was a good
6.5
football
was
team.
the number, by the way.
6.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take Iowa by a
Nebraska,
touchdown.
on the other hand, I think has been slaughtered in most of their losses.
I want to say that's correct.
I want to say they got beat pretty bad by Michigan. I could have got it right here. No, 3-point loss to Michigan. Got housed by Minnesota. Close loss to USC, and then got housed by Penn State. I'll take the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, give me Iowa. That's just a straight defense pick there, honestly.
Not only did they just do us dirty by not putting the Egg Bowl on Thanksgiving, it's a noon kick on Friday.
Yeah, that sucks.
What are we doing?
Oh, I figured out what game it was that had the crazy low total, but you might have it. So let me.
What is it? Because I don't.
LSU, Oklahoma.
Yeah, I don't have that on here.
36.5.
That's great.
36.5.
Ole Miss is a 7.5-point favorite taking on the Bulldogs from Stark Vegas. 62.5 is your total. This game screams Buckeyes.
You know how I've felt about Mississippi State.
This screams Buckeyes.
As bad as I want to take the Bulldogs here, I think this is Lane Kiffin cementing the fact that he's staying in Oxford and is going to go.
He's going to try to hit 60 on him.
He's going to put the hurting on him.
He's going to try to hit 60 on him.
I think it could get ugly. I don't necessarily think it will. I think Mississippi State will keep it respectable. But I think it's going to be too much Ole Miss in this game, especially
give me the Rebs by 20.
Too much Trinidad Chambliss in this game.
Give me the Rebs by 20.
This is their final tune-up before the playoff.
Yep. Which is why you don't leave if you're Lane, because you'll be a god.
Right.
They'll build a statue for him if he continues to do what he does.
At Ole Miss?
Yes.
Basically, if you look back into the way back of the SEC, if you look at most of the history, at least of the current teams, Ole Miss probably the worst historically in the conference. obviously South Carolina is probably the worst historical program in the SEC, but from an SEC standpoint, Ole Miss, because South Carolina joined in the '90s,
Yeah,
Ole Miss is just throughout history not a good
not been
program.
good.
Like in our lifetime, we watched them go what 1-11,
Yeah,
2-10, something like that.
something
Like
like that.
multiple
Yeah.
years of that level of bad though, and
I mean, it's like Brandon talks about with. I mean, we've seen this game where it's 2, 4, and 7 teams.
right.
Mm, well, we'll move from the Egg Bowl to clean old
Give
fashioned
me Ole
hate
Miss.
in the Mercedes-Benz Dome for whatever reason.
Yeah, I'm because of that. I'm taking Georgia.
Um, which they're not good in that stadium.
I don't care.
The
Georgia
dogs
Tech. That's what a trash move. Taking that out of your own stadium to go across the street.
street, pretty much across the street.
That sucks. Play it at Bobby Dodd.
Which they're on a 3-year rotation. It makes no sense.
Yeah,
But
I don't get that.
Georgia 13.5 point favorites, 59.5 is your total. Georgia Tech's dead. They're deader than dead.
Although they could still
They could, yeah,
they could still win the ACC.
which is just mind-boggling. But a team that I've been on all year, it's just not there.
No,
Um, I think Haynes King can still cause problems for this Georgia defense, like he has the last 2
absolutely.
years. Because this game, the last 2 years, has been quite close. But
God,
I think
they got screwed last year.
no,
You
no,
know it too.
no. What are you talking about?
They should have won last year.
I wasn't targeting. It was a clean hit by Dan Jackson. I don't know what you're referring to. He just hit him in the helmet, man. I thought we were playing football.
He was trying to make a play, and dude's helmet got in the way,
Yeah, I mean,
and the refs saw it like that.
give me the dogs by 13.5. I like them.
Give
I
me
like them big. I think they handle Georgia Tech this
I
week.
was going to say, give me the dogs by 17.5.
Keeping it in the Southeastern Conference, Texas A&M's a 2.5 point favorite, heading to Texas. 52.5 is your total. I think Vegas is telling you everything you need to know. I think A&M is in a tough spot.
I'll speak on this game in a minute.
Okay. Something is telling me Texas is going to win this game.
Yeah.
I don't know what. And I don't know why, because Texas really hasn't done much to prove that they should win this game.
I'll speak on it in a minute.
We'll save it for that. We'll move out west. One of the games I added. Arizona is a 1.5 favorite against Arizona State.
Yeah, I love this game. I almost took it.
48.5 is your total. Two teams I know nothing about, but I thought it was a fun game.
Oh, it's absolutely a fun game. And that's because of kind of the trajectory of Arizona State, where they were supposed to be like probably the favorite in this conference to go win it this year. And they aren't. I will say, all this talk about BYU, Utah, Texas Tech, Arizona State still has a chance to make the conference championship game.
Yeah.
I think they'll win this game, but I don't think all this right stuff will happen around them. Give me Arizona State just because Arizona has been honestly a decently fun team this year. I feel like I trust Arizona State a bit more, especially in a spot like this. Are they the home team?
Yeah, they're the home team.
Yeah, give me Arizona State.
And that's give me the home dog. I think that's sound gambling.
I think it'll be one hell of a football game, though. I think it'll be a great game. That's going to be one that you don't think about tuning into tomorrow until it's like the early
21-20.
I was about to say it's early third quarter and it's 24-21 because Arizona just scored a touchdown in the first 3 plays of the half or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be a dogfight, but give me the Sun Devils.
Moving back east, Miami travels to Pittsburgh. Miami 6.5 point favorites, 50.5 is your total, withholding a pick.
I originally had a pick in this game and took it off of my 5 because I don't know what to think here. Actually, no, screw that. I do know what to think. Give me Pitt. I think Pat Narduzzi was absolutely calculated in what he said before uh, about he didn't give a rat's behind about the Notre Dame game. All he cared about was Georgia Tech and Miami. We saw what happened against Notre Dame, and then we saw what happened against Georgia Tech. Give me the Pitt Panthers to make their bid for an ACC championship berth.
Whew. Oh, we moved to what most people think is the greatest rivalry in college football.
It's not.
It's not, because we'll get to it later.
Yeah.
Ohio State is a 9.5-point favorite heading into the Big House to take on the Michigan Wolverines.
It's top 3.
43.5 is your total. It is top 3. I'll give you that. Can Ohio State right their wrongs and finally beat Michigan?
Yeah. I wanted to say no, but yeah. I think this Ohio State team, I don't think they roll just because of what we've seen in this game in the past. Michigan will make this game very close. It wouldn't surprise me if it takes a game-winning drive from Ohio State at the end of the game.
I think
That
we're going to
being
see
said,
Ohio State get tested for the first time this year.
definitely. That being said, I think they're going to pass the test. I think they finally get their Michigan win and
I like Michigan with
secure
the
that one.
points, but I think Ohio State wins.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's a very tightly contested game. It's hard. I can't not take Ohio State.
Yeah. Keeping it in the Big Ten with two, when you think Big Ten, you think these two teams.
Oh yeah.
Oregon, 6.5-point favorites at Washington. 51.5 is your total. Also withholding a pick here.
I'm not. Give me Oregon. I think Oregon. You know me. I've been kind of carrying the flag a little bit for Washington on the show, just because I'm a big Damon Williams guy, and I like Jed Fish, even though I think him going to Washington in the first place was stupid. He might not be at Washington for much longer. Who knows? But this Oregon team is figuring it back out, and I think it might could get ugly.
I'll comment on that later. Moving back to the Southeastern Conference. Sneaky big game.
It's an awesome game.
Sneaky big game.
I don't think it's sneaky.
Is going to try to cement their bid for the playoff against the Tennessee Volunteers. The Volunteers are a 2.5-point favorite at home. 66.5 is your total. Points.
You don't understand how bad I want to take Vandy in this game.
What's funny is I want to take Tennessee.
I'm not gonna take Vandy.
I couldn't bring myself to do it, but on the flip side of you. I completely understand both sides of this.
I want to take Vandy so bad. It's just I think going to Neyland for this game for the first time in how long that this game has had
Maybe
legitimate implications on like the national landscape. Aside from like they've both played when they were both bad.
Yeah,
they've never peyed when they were both top 20 teams, to my knowledge. At least not in the modern era of college football.
Lifetime.
No. Screw it. Give me Vandy.
I'll take Tennessee. If this was in Nashville, I'd take Vandy, but I think something about them with
Tennessee probably wins
the
game, but
the implications that Vanderbilt has, because they're very much still alive in this playoff hunt.
If Clark Lee coaches this team to a win in this game and something ahead of them were to happen, say, I don't know, the next game we're going to talk about going a certain way, I don't know. That's all I'm going to say. I do think I will be for real here for a second and say Tennessee probably wins this game. But I want to take Vandy, and so I'm doing it.
I also lied. I have 3 picks. I'm glad I looked back. was looking at the Iron Bowl. I was like, wait, I definitely have that in my picks. So the Iron Bowl, what is the greatest rivalry in college football?
Correct.
Because it's the only one where they kill each other.
Yeah.
Sorry, Big Ten. They kill each other.
Yeah.
And poison trees, and then call Paul Feinbaum to quote about how they killed a tree.
With a fake alias.
Yes.
Which I guess that's what an alias is.
Number back. That's that Alabama education for you. Alabama.
You're damn right it is.
Traveling to Jordan-Hare. 5.5-point favorites on the road. 46.5 sheer total. Auburn snake bitten all year. They've done nothing but play close games.
Could you hear the dog barking in the background?
No.
Okay, good.
I could tell that's what you were looking for. But
yeah.
Withholding a pick, but my God, is this? I don't.
I'm gonna take Alabama. I think Auburn keeps it within the number, though. I think Auburn is live to win this game. We'll get to that, I guess. We'll get to that. Do you want to go right into it, or do you want me to start? I had a terrible week last week.
I went 2-3. I mean, that's what I do.
I forgot to check back to see if I went 1-4. If not, then I went 0-5.
Or the Oregon game really screwed me. USC was hanging on. I was like, please, God, let me have a winning week.
Bro, I had the Duke Carolina under. That didn't hit. I had Houston minus 1.5 against TCU. They sucked. Nebraska plus 8.5. That was a just crime scene. I had Illinois minus 7.5 at Wisconsin and Cal at Stanford under. I can't remember what happened in those last two, but I know the first three were piping hot L's.
Well, I can start.
Lead us off.
2-3 last week, 24-41 on the year. Just doing great. I'll save the theatrics for last. We'll start in Lexington, Kentucky, where Louisville is only a 3-point favorite. Give me the Cardinals.
I thought about that game.
I like Louisville in the spot. Kentucky's a bad team. I don't think Louisville's that bad. I think they roll Kentucky. Said it during the preview. Lovely over. Over 66.5 ECU FAU. Love it.
I do too.
On the flip side of you, on Miami and Pitt, DK's got a different line than what I wrote down, but Miami minus 7. I like them by at least 2 scores. I think Miami takes care of business and rights the wrongs that they couldn't last year.
I think Pitt wins.
On the other side, I'm also on the Ducks. I think the Ducks throttle Washington, so I'll take Oregon minus 7, which leaves me with 1 pick.
Mm-hmm.
Something about Jordan-Hare at night that scares the crap out of me.
Jordan-Hare.
Vegas is telling you this is going to be a close game. Auburn probably should have beat Georgia.
Yeah.
Auburn also probably should have won 4 more games this year. Do they have juice? Are they alive? No. Except for the fact that Alabama's coming to town. And they could ruin their season. And they do it.
Yes.
Give me the Auburn Tigers.
Yes.
Plus 5.5.
I love it.
I don't think they cover. I think they win outright.
War damn Eagle.
You won't catch me saying that. But give me the Auburn Tigers.
When it involves the team they're playing, give it to me all day long.
That is my 5.
I love it. I don't have anything that juicy. What I do have is Temple at North Texas has an interesting line on it. I don't think this Temple team is that bad. They're not that good. But I think they're at least semi-Temple tough. I think that there's absolutely a world where they cover the 19.5 that they're getting at North Texas. And so I'm going to choose to live in that world. Go Owls, baby.
Who gives a hoot? Paul does.
Plus 19.5. I give a hoot. We have differing opinions on this game.
Okay.
From what it sounded like. The Lone Star Showdown. That's what it's called, right?
Something like that.
Texas A&M at Texas. I think Texas A&M covers the 2.5. I think they win by at least a field goal. We've seen one bad half out of them all season.
Yeah.
I want to take Texas just because then
chaos ensues.
Well, that and also I don't want to hear Casey Smith talk about a 12-0 Texas A&M team.
I don't want to hear Casey Smith talk.
See, I like Casey sometimes, but
maybe
definitely
5% of the time.
I don't think I'm gonna like her. I don't think I'm gonna like listening to her when her team's 12-0 going to the SEC championship game. That being said, that's the world I'm going to choose to live in because I think they're going to beat Texas. And if I'm going to take them to beat them, why not take them by at least a field goal? So, Boston College at Syracuse. What a
matchup.
Awful game. That's why I'm going with the under 52.5. I think this is going to be goose eggs galore in this game. Whole lot of punts.
Punt.
It's like that dude on TikTok. Have you seen that dude on TikTok?
Yes.
And we're the Cleveland Browns.
Yes.
I love that.
Punt.
And we punt. We punt. That's going to be Boston College Syracuse in a nutshell. And shout out to that guy. I can't remember his name, but I love him. I love him.
Me up.
Next up, Big Ten action. You could call this Little 10, though. Illinois Northwestern.
I almost took this.
I think Illinois is going to win this game by a touchdown. That line at 6.5. I don't know where that came from, to be honest with you. Northwestern, honestly, fairly solid team. They showed some life this year. But at Illinois, I don't see a world where this game is within a touchdown.
I don't either. I as soon as you said it, I was like, "Yep, nope, almost took it."
Yeah, just give me Illinois there, and then because it's my last opportunity to do it this year, at least for the show purposes, because I don't think they're bowl eligible. Whatever. Hawaii welcomes in the Cowboys of Wyoming, who are just terrible. Give me Hawaii minus 8.5 on Senior Day down on the Big Island.
Oh, Lord. Nothing like a Hawaii to end the year.
I know, right?
Oh, what you got for Jersey matchups as we wrap this up?
I hope y'all enjoyed, or those of you that saw it at least, enjoyed the Twitter thread I put out last week. So I'm going to do that again this week. But a quick early preview. Probably my uniform of the week is the Oregon look. So good. Yellow helmets, white jersey, green pants. I saved all these pictures to send to you and then never sent them. But they'll go out tomorrow. Virginia, bringing back the throwbacks they wore against Florida State earlier this year. Love those unis. And obviously they're good luck. So wearing those against Virginia Tech is going to be a good looking uniform matchup. And then Utah and Boise State both going all white. And Boise State they have some chrome accents on their helmet. Sick. Like chrome face mask and chrome little Bronco on the side on a white helmet. Oh, it looks good. Speaking of helmets, Wake and Kentucky are going with full chrome. Kentucky's going that silver chrome with the white. Yeah. Wake's going the chrome gold with the black. Oh, it's so good. Jacksonville State bringing back the ass-kicking chicken helmets. So good. Ole Miss is doing that white, like snow camo sort of helmet for the Egg Bowl. And then Western Kentucky, my guys, going with a little script tops. You know, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. My matchup of the week for uniforms, just like it basically is every rivalry week, USC UCLA is one of the best uniform. Blutman just talked about it on Unnecessary Roughness, and I couldn't agree with him more. One of the best looking uniform matchups in all of college sport, or in all of sports, because they go color on color every year. It's UCLA blue and gold versus USC, whatever they call their red and yellow shades. Absolutely my matchup of the week. You can go ahead and call that the old heads matchup of the week too. Some color overload. San Diego State, New Mexico, a whole bunch of red. Yep, ketchup and mustard. That's right. That's right. This is the game that stopped me in my tracks after the Western Kentucky thing. Ball State, Miami, Ohio.
Yes.
You know I love this game. A lot of black and red, or a lot of red specifically, but yeah. The people are going to get tired of all the red after this weekend because we also, as I mentioned with both Jacksonville State and Western Kentucky having good helmets, they just so happen to play each other. So, again, more red. And then Charlotte, Tulane to finish out the Christmas color load. And speaking of Christmas, boy, do I have a treat for you. You know what I'm thankful for on this Thanksgiving morning? I'm thankful that we get a Friday colorblind game and a Saturday colorblind game. Starts tomorrow with Temple, North Texas, and then we close out the regular season of colorblind matchups with Baylor, Houston on Saturday. What a time to be alive.
Gotta love it.
That's all I got as far as I know. But
well, that puts a bow on the regular season.
Yeah, we got one more.
Yeah, Army-Navy week.
Which is after conference championships. But,
yeah.
And the same day as, 2 bowl games?
I think so.
Which is the dumbest thing in the world.
We will probably do some sort of conference championship preview.
And after that, I want to do a bowl preview.
Yeah, we'll do a bowl preview, so be on the lookout for that. Obviously, we'll talk playoffs and all that good stuff.
Oh,
and kind of wrap this ECU up with season with a bow. Probably do a solo episode for a bowl preview whenever that's announced. Thanks for everybody tuning in all year long. Looking forward to doing some more different stuff as we get into the football off season.
Oh yeah, which also means hockey season.
Yes.
And college basketball season. And maybe some NFL playoffs.
I'm going to try to do something for baseball this year.
Yeah.
Or at least attempt to, considering I go to 75% of the games.
Right.
So we'll do that, but give you the same spiel we always do. If you're on Twitter, retweet, like, comment, follow. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, like, comment, help the algorithm out. Follow us on Twitch. And we had a great year with you guys.
God bless, Mike. God bless.
And that does it for week 14 of the Down East Sports College Football Show. I'm Jacob. He's Paul. We'll see y'all another time.